Oh, yeah. Hello. Hi. Happy Saturday morning, y'all. I am up early today. I think I kind of went to bed kind of early last night. So I'm up early. Hello. This is High Priestess Jamila. And so I wanted to talk about something that I'm actually going through right now. And I want to talk about the demonic connection with it. Maybe I should have changed the title. Yeah. Anyway, you guys know that I've been talking about male entitlement and patriarchy for like the past month or so. Male entitlement and patriarchy. I went celibate like a week ago. And prior to that, I was romantic or intimately involved with somebody. Rather, I was intimately involved with him and not married to him, no commitment. And I cut him off. I told him, I said no, because he didn't deserve it. So, I don't believe that women should have to be forced to be in a sexual relationship with somebody, but this is the type of men that we're dealing with these days. Why do they think they have the right to harass you, stalk you, spread lies about you? Why do they think they have the right to do that just because you won't have sex with them? Literally, that is the craziest thing ever. I believe it's demons. I do. I don't care what nobody says. I think that it's demons. And another thing is that I feel like it's also like that rapey vibe, like because I've already said that I felt like the dude that I was intimate with recently, he basically raped me. I feel like he raped me personally. Okay. But I don't like feel like, how when women get raped violently, but it's like he wouldn't take no for an answer. And so now that it's officially over, I guess he's going to, talk about me every other day or every day in social media. And so it's like, okay, so because I refuse to give up sex to you, you're going to now stalk me, Okay. I just, you know what? I feel like, again, a person like that is bored. They have way too much time on their hands and they lack creativity. And this is another thing I want to tell you guys, though, about these male types, especially when you're not doing no love work on them at all. In fact, you've got to be crazy or out of your mind spiritually when a person is not even talking about you, like a person is just like telling how they feel. I feel like a man or a woman should be the bigger person and walk away from the situation. You know what I'm saying? Damn, it must be taking forever for my notifications to go out. Hold on a second. Excuse me. All right, y'all, I'm back. So I just think that a lot of, especially men, I think that they're hard up. You put that much focus on a woman and that much focus, on something that's not important. You got to find something else better to do, is what I tell these men. Go find something else better to do with your time. There's lots of things that you can do. First of all, he has children and he has time every day to focus all of his attention on one woman all day, every day. It's like, okay. So, with my situation, I think that I'm going to go ahead and get a restraining order against that person because I'm tired of it, which will prevent any harassment in social media, like any at all. Like, don't create a hostile social media environment. See, a lot of people think that they can get away with things just because they think about it in their mind. But if you go to court and you tell the judge, you say, "Hey, this person incited hatred against me on Facebook and went around talking about me," that is something that can be prosecuted in a courtroom. That is something that a judge is going to see as you creating a hostile environment. And especially being that I'm a regular vlogger. And, so I'm waiting on y'all to come in here. It's only one of y'all in here. That's interesting. I'm sorry. You got to find something else to do with your time. That's all it is to it. Like paint or draw or cut the grass, maybe paint the garage or something, maybe get some. I know that men all the time, they do like projects like in their garages and stuff, maybe taking a walk, anything that you have to do because I believe that some of these men have sex demons. That's really what I believe, that it's a sex demon. And it's because it's like, well, I'm not interested. You know that I'm not interested. And, so you're going to harass me every day. And it's so crazy because people like that are very hard up in life. They don't have a lot going on anyway. So I swear to y'all, this most recent person, I think he's lonely. I think he has nobody else in his life, not in his real actual life. I'm sorry, it's been too many times where this man has claimed that he has all these women in actual real life, but that's obviously not the truth because, you're so hard up for a woman that's not interested in you. And the fact that you're talking about me, whether or not it's negatively or not, still means that you are hard up. Now, there's a lot of men that wouldn't do that crap. Sorry, y'all. It's a lot of them that would not do that crap. In fact, this is a special case. I think that when life is so like you have nothing to fulfill your life, when you have nothing going on, no kind of special interests, no identity, that means that person don't have no identity too. And I noticed that my back was hurting this morning. So I'm starting to see the signs and stuff. If somebody refuses to have sex with you or doesn't want a sexual relationship with you, going to social media and talking about them is just not the business. Like, it just proves that you have nothing going on in your life. Where are y'all at? It's only three of y'all. He ain't got nothing going on in his life. And guys, last night I did a cleanse on myself. Yes, I did. Let me show y'all my cleansing candle. Show and tell. There's my cleansing candle. See, my name is written on it. This is the banishment. This is a banishment spell that I'm doing. This is my spirit guide that's fighting him. You know what? I wouldn't even argue with him though. I would just flag him down. If I was bullying somebody online like that, I would get flagged down. Because it's blatant harassment, abuse. It's like, dude, just go find something to do. Hold on, I thought you was Mr. Big Shot. Why don't you go get you a replacement woman? What is the problemo? For real. Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever thumbs me up. You can feel free to chat. Y'all, that's crazy. Anyway, it's been a crazy morning. I don't ever have to worry about anything because it seems like my clients, they just take care of everything for me. And in exchange for that, I give them spiritual services. So I've been dealing with some pretty amazing clients here for like the past 4 years, basically. But it's just crazy. It is. It's crazy. The lies that people will tell. And I could come on here and prove it, like with official documents and mail and stuff that I have. Like I could come on here and prove that this person doesn't know what they're talking about. And you know what? I should do that. Even though you guys know that I am gonna be renting to own my own home, and I won't be on any assistance for that. But I could prove that the lies that he told just now in the last 30 minutes was a lie. I could make him look like a liar. But everybody should already know that he's a liar. But this is the whole consensus of it. This idiot comes to social media telling all his business. He just goes on and on about it's like, are you crazy? It's like, everybody doesn't need to know what you do in the bedroom. I can't stand men that kiss and tell. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But I think that he's trying to make me look guilty or like I've done something wrong. He's telling people I'm getting kicked out. I'm getting kicked off of assistance. All that stuff is a lie. It's like, why are you on here lying? I have a letter. I have a big envelope in the mail that I just got 3 days ago that I could show and just blow you out of the water. You know what? I think I'm going to do that on Instagram, guys. I'm going to carry this. If y'all want, and I did have quite a few people follow me on Instagram yesterday. Thank you. Okay, listen, I think I'm going to do that over there on Instagram and prove that he's a liar. I'm not going to do any going back and forth, but I should do that because I want people to know he's a liar. So people can go back to him and say, "Hey, you just said that somebody was getting kicked off of a program that they just got a big envelope from." And I don't even need it. I wish I could give it to my cousin. But I think that's against the law to do that. This man just came on the internet, just got caught in a lie. Like, how can y'all sit and listen to lies? Is it because it makes you feel better about yourself? Like, I could literally prove that person is a liar right now, like right at this moment. And then how would you feel if you knew that this person was just making up stories just for purposes of, attacking a Black woman? Y'all, this is one of the reasons why I probably won't be dating any more Black men. I'm sorry. If because he's making it very traumatizing for the situation. It just irritates you when somebody is lying on you. And you know what? It's outright slander. It's downright slander. It's like, well, wait a minute. What are you trying to make people think of me? And so it's like, God, what a loser. You have no women. You have no life, do you? None. None. He don't, y'all. I'm sorry. And he's lame. Like, I couldn't sit there and listen to a lame like that. I just couldn't do it. Like, I am gonna bust him out on Instagram. I'm gonna run up to the store in a few minutes because I gotta run up to the store. But I am going to expose him on Instagram. I'm going to, and he wants me to call his name, but we don't have to. Y'all know what monkey I'm talking about. He doing the monkey shine on a Saturday with nothing else better to do with his time. I'm like, dude, you don't have no woman. You over there, you hard up. You hard up. It's just, and he's been hard up. Been hard up for the past 4 years. Y'all got to understand. Hey, why don't you get yourself together and more people will, you won't get rejected. That's really how it is. He's angry because he's been rejected. So I'm going to prove that Michael Moore is a liar on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. In fact, I should record what he just said a few minutes ago. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to get an audio clip of the live. I'm going to put together, I'm going to, you know what, y'all? I'm going to do a River Queen Conjure video is what I'm going to do. Y'all know how she be busting people and stuff. That's what I'm about to do to him. I'm going to take an audio. What's up, Bishop? I'm going to take an audio of what he just said, and I'm going to show you guys a letter that's postmarked, like a postmarked letter. And I'm going to put his voice on. I'm going to expose him today. He probably going to take down that hangout. Get the audio for me. If one of y'all could please go and get the audio of it where he said that I was being kicked off of housing. I would love for you guys to do. Ain't nothing wrong with being on housing. There is nothing wrong with that. People live in beautiful homes over in Kansas. Over here, they have some nice ones. They actually had a Section 8 lake house. It was a lake in the backyard. So you can get any kind of house you want if you have a housing choice voucher, but probably about 90% of landlords don't accept it. And I understand why. So this is the reason why I'm getting off of it. But they just sent me a letter to come in to reissue my voucher so that I can move. But I'm not going to use it because I make way too much money. I do. Y'all, my credit card processor, they didn't shut anything down, but they had to they made me review my account because my money was coming in so fast. They was like, oh. They was like, well, how long you been in business? And it's like, I could go and do that right now. How would y'all feel about him? Like, would you even question him? No, they wouldn't, because it's me. Because it's me. That's why. They hate all his entire chat. They're all Jamila haters. He created them. He created a hate club so that him and the hate club could bully me into giving him sex. That's exactly what he did. And it's like everybody knows it. So you can't blame me. I would really like to ask for amnesty and forgiveness. I would like to ask for that of everybody, even though those of you that didn't like me previously, Because I've had some people say some pretty harsh things to me, but you know what? I did the best I could with that situation. He's a hound dog. Okay. Y'all ever heard of that? Y'all ever hear your grandma say that? He's a hound dog. Seriously, like, come on, dude. Like, I'm sorry. Uh-uh. He's a liar, man. What's up with that? I don't get it. But what I will tell you is this. Yeah, it is. You know what scares me about being on housing assistance, which is why I am getting off of it, is because you have to report your income to them. And so they know my income. So, my rent is like 600 a month anyway. My portion is like 600 a month, which is good. Hell, that's good considering you can get a decent place and only pay 600 a month. That's pretty good. Here's the problem. It's like they would never do this. I know this would never happen, but there's always the risk of, okay, you made too much money and now you owe us money or something. Like, that's the reason why I want to get out of that deal, which have nothing to do with, it's like, why are you on here lying to people? He's going to get exposed. If y'all could please get me that audio of him saying that, he just said it about 10 minutes ago. And I was listening. I said, this man is on here telling lies that I can prove are lies. I don't even know why he has an audience. I think that they like for him to lie. That's why I said I think it could be family members too. All those trolls in his chat, it could be my mother in there, it could be her uncle, it could be my aunt, could be a couple of cousins that can't stand me. Y'all never know who's in his chat room. That's why I said something up with that. That's why I said do not listen to or believe nothing that monkey say. Sorry. Because I can catch him in a bold-faced lie right now. And no woman has to be ashamed of being on Section 8. Stop it. Stop it with the Section 8 shaming. Stop it. That's I'm done with that. You know how many people are on Section 8? Or over in New York, they have like certain rents, like it's not Section 8, I think it's like Section 42. There's so many different sectors of like some of these neighborhoods that you live that you can move to. Some of these brand new communities are either Section 8 or Section 42. Brand new communities in nice neighborhoods. So I don't know what he's talking about. You can judge people all that you want because somebody got that. But for me, I want to move faster. But I could always, I'm moving out of here into my new place, and whether or not, they don't accept housing vouchers, but, the, they, it's tempting because, it's help that women don't get from the fathers of their children. But guess what? All of my older children are grown. All I have is a 6-year-old. Like Ty is 19 now, so he's getting ready to get a job very soon, and I'm gonna make sure of it. And so I make plenty of money to support myself. I really do. Like if in all those years, guys, I was listen. All those years, oh, I should have had her. Y'all, I gotta dang it. Oh well. I'll have it for next week then. Hold on, y'all. I gotta follow up with a client. Thank you, goddess. If you're watching. I'm gonna call you later, okay, when I'm done with this one. In fact, I'm gonna call you when I go up to the store, sis. Thank you. I just got blessed. Anyway, guys. Um, yeah, I am a very like if I keep people like, and it's like, especially if it's a dude, like, dude, your energy is too bad. You're a soul sucker. There's no way that I would allow you in my personal space ever again. And that's why I'm double, triple blessed when I gave that up. So I'm good, but it sucks. And you know what? That's why I said it's demonic. But I believe that he communicates with people from my hometown and they thought, okay, they thought that they were going to be able to get my address through him. I actually saw one of these desperate women in his chat room one day talking about, we're not worried. Oh, we know you're going to give your address to Mike and then we'll all have it. I'm like, no, you didn't think I was going to give my address to him. I never planned. Y'all, I'm so close. I'm so close to my dreams right now. Y'all ever hear that song? What's the name? Who sing that song Closer to My Dreams, y'all? What's up, Mufami? Is it Mufami? Mufame. Mufami. Yes, baby. I am getting closer to my dreams. Okay. That's the name of the person. How the hell do you go Apple? Go Apple? Gopal? Gopal? Put the pronunciation in there, Bishop Lenny. Put it in there. Hold on, y'all. I think my aunt bought a house with her voucher. My aunt is a homeowner, but they pay a portion of her mortgage. And she's a homeowner, so she's building equity in her home. So that means that in a few years, if she decides to sell the home, she'll have equity paid into it. There is nothing wrong with women getting that, especially women, because y'all the one always leaving us with all these babies to take care of. I mean, and men will say, nah, you the one that left. He's giving you an example of a man that I shouldn't be with. And I don't even have no babies with this man. I don't have no babies with this man, but still the Borg would use him, man. He's like a empty seater for demons or something too. It's like, why are you, and I bet you, y'all, I bet you a lot of those people in the chat room that are acting like that, I bet you some of those people are family members of mine. No, I ain't letting him smash. Mm-mm. I ain't having him mess up my money. No way. He brings in way too much drama and stress and bad luck. So let me delete that comment. I'm going to delete your comment only because I don't want him to come and get pleasure in reading it, because he'll try to draw pleasure from that. I'm not interested. And he probably heard the hangout that I did last night. So he's angry because he knows that I really don't want him. Now he knows the truth. And so he's just like going to make up stories all day online like a child. And you can't tell me you got a good woman in your life, because if I was a woman in his life, I wouldn't even allow him to do that, because you bringing negative energy to your home. Because you know, I believe that dude be over there saging with crosses and stuff, because I be seeing my spirits attack him. Yeah, Mufami, the places that my price range is about 11 or 1200 per month. I could go up to 1300 per month because I make more than 3 times that rent amount. You want to switch places with me? I can give you. I'll give you my. Yeah, I know a lot of people say they wish that they had it, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with it. It is nothing wrong with it, especially if you need the help. But they will tell you that it's, that you should get off of it. Section 8 doesn't force you to be on it. They don't force you. They like, look, it's here. The extra help is here. But mentally, physically, and spiritually, I'm very, very, very strong. And I'll remain that way. So it's not like I'm sick or something, or I'm gonna all of a sudden, because a lot of people be like, whoa, what if I get sick or something? Most of y'all that think y'all sick, y'all not. Most of y'all either have anxiety issues or hypochondria issues because of all of the electromagnetic frequencies and other sick people that you're absorbing. That's one of the other reasons why I don't want to deal with them, is because he's got sicknesses. He's got a gallbladder problem. A person that has sicknesses in their body, you shouldn't be trying to have sex with nobody. You need to go to the doctor or go to a healer. So he ain't spiritually right. Do y'all understand me? Well, I made 6 figures last year and they saw my taxes and they didn't tell me that I made too much, probably because I have the kids and stuff, and they will give you but like I said, my portion is 600. I have to pay $600 for my rent this month. I'm not going to pay it until I go to court. So I'll have that $600 when I walk in that courtroom. But other than that, because I pay all my debts, all my rent is paid. There has never been a month of rent in this house that has never been paid. So what they did, now I'm going to tell y'all something. Over in Kansas, they have a cap on the maximum that you can pay. So for example, if you make 100,000 per year, but you can't make any more than 99,000 per year over in Kansas, the way that they do it. And so your rent will never be any more than $585. And they have nothing but brand new homes over there, very nice, spacious homes. Kansas was a very quiet community, wasn't all that, craziness. Because last night, this area, at least this area that I live in, is not quiet. Because last night I was sitting here and all of a sudden I could hear beeping. It was like beeping for 30 minutes. It was a beep, beep, beep. So the world is like electronically harassing each other late at night. I don't get it. Oh, well, maybe that's the state that you live in. They have different rules in different states. The cost of living is pretty high in Missouri and Kansas. Just to let you know, for something decent, for a decent house over in Missouri, you're going to pay probably at least $1,000. At the very least, is going to be at $1,000. If you want something nice and big, like they have a lot of $1 million homes over in Missouri. So it's a lot of rich people that live in Missouri too. It ain't just broke people that live in Missouri. And if I wanted to, I could move back to Missouri, which I was thinking about doing it. I haven't decided yet because, it doesn't matter where I move my business to, but to be honest with you, I don't want to be that close to those people. That's because Bishop Lenny, I believe that those are people that have something against me, especially Mafami said that she buy food stamps. Well, a lot of people buy food stamps. I don't get them at all. And, I do just fine without it. So I think it's just that I know how to budget. And then also, guys, I do a lot of prosperity work. I do money spells 5 times per week. 5 times per week. But see, that's because I'm always doing money spells. I do money spells for clients. Okay. So, the heck? What in the world is that? Ew. You can't budget. When I had saved up, quite often I will save up, like probably about 10 grand. I'll get 10 grand saved up. And, and I do that all the time. I do it all the time. Like, but here's my thing about it is that last last year I paid off a lot of debt last year. So a lot of people don't really understand that don't really make money. And I suspect this dude don't really make a large amount of money like I do. I'm serious. Listen, and I used to be a person that worked 40 hours a week, bringing home 600 every 2 weeks, 900 every 2 weeks. Okay, I've worked for $10 an hour. I used to work for Sprint. I used to go and work for companies like Time Warner Cable. I think I worked for them or I applied. I did apply for AT&T, but for some reason that test just was like I went home and watched me some TV. I don't got time for that. I've worked at the IRS before. So I've had jobs and the IRS pays very well. Okay. But since I've started my business, I do make a lot more money. And and that's why I would never go back to that. I wouldn't go back to that because I am manifesting my full potential right now and there's nothing wrong with that. He's hating on that. He's hating on that is what he's doing. Oh, you stop watching TV? Oh, I don't. Well, I don't watch TV. I watch the internet and I watch like Netflix and movies. Ew, what is that? He does want to mooch too. I can attest to that. I can attest to that. He, and I don't care if y'all take the sound bite back to wherever, and that is the truth. That is the truth. He would ask me for money. So we all know that he's not a man of a lot of means and he was really desperate for it too. So yeah. Yeah, he does want to mooch, but the problem is that he don't want me to have much to mooch off of, Bishop Lenny. That's another problem because he's small time. He is. He is, and he knows it. And he tries to devalue and lower people, but it's like, what is reality? The reality is that you're not doing much with your life, and I'm doing something with my life. So people like him, I imagine he's been cut off by a lot of people. Yeah, he does that too. He does that too. He'll tell me that he'll stop bullying me if I send him money. So basically, he'll try to extort me. And I actually have proof of that by text message. If I want to a court, I could prove it. I could prove that he has tried to extort money out of me and he's so broke and desperate for money. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm going to ask around to see like if it would be somebody doing that because it's like, but he does that mainly behind the scenes, but he'll say it live too because he'll assume that I'm listening. I don't sit there and listen to that. But I'm gonna tell you, my spirits took me to it. It's at the very point in that hangout where he said she getting kicked off of housing. Spirits took me right to that timestamp. And I think it's because they want me to like expose him or something just for being a liar. Just for being a liar. As a woman, I don't have to be ashamed of getting housing assistance. Nobody has to be ashamed of getting assistance to get up on their damn feet. But you need to be ashamed for lying and just making up stuff and just saying anything. Like, I don't like those kind of people. You know what, Bishop Lenny? He don't work or nothing, Mafami. You know what? Hey, Bishop Lenny, this man has nothing else better to do. He literally is an embarrassment. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. He is a definite embarrassment. Just the way he behaves, the fact that he's I think it's a mental problem. I think it's extreme immaturity because just because he sounds like a man doesn't mean that the words that come out of his mouth are going to even seem remotely close to a man. He's not even close to being a man. What man does that? Like, I could see if it was a female doing it too, but as a female, you would look pretty low life to do that. We're not necessarily talking about anybody in particular, but we did get on that subject because we're thinking about filing a restraining order against said person and possibly pressing charges. But no, he don't work or do nothing. At the same time, he knows that I keep money. That money is for my children. That money, hit the thumbs up if that money is for my family and my children. I'd rather give that money to my 19-year-old son to go and buy clothes. And he's jealous of my son, talking about, you need to get out of her house and get a job. Talking about my son need to help me. No, he don't. See, that's the difference between being a real freaking parent and a low-lifed parent. But I heard him say that too. You hear him say that, Bishop Lenny? I was like, you freaking bum. You go take care of yourself as a man. My son is only 19 years old. Technically, I'm supposed to support him for at least a few more years, at least until he's 25. And when I'm done supporting him, I won't be supporting you or doing anything for you. In fact, I'm going to try to get him thrown in jail because he creates a hostile work environment for me. When people do that, that's why I stopped doing it. It's considered sexual harassment. It definitely is. And not only that, discriminatory sexual harassment, sexism is basically blatantly what he's doing. And it's like, ain't nobody scared of you. Ain't nobody intimidated by you. If anything, the chat got more control over the situation than you do. But it's just the point that, he would just lie like that and feel comfortable with lying on people. He feels comfortable with lying on people. So it's like, no, that's not what's happening. And I think that spirits just want him to be exposed as a liar. I don't know exactly I'm going to do this on because I don't want to put any, like, it's, first of all, I feel like everybody is entitled to their dignity. I don't have to upload personal documents to prove anything to anybody, but it's just the point of him being a liar and that nobody should listen to him. But I guess it's fun. You know what I think? I do believe that a lot of the people in his chat hate Black women. I will tell you that. What's up, Latoya? Yeah, I know. It's definitely not his business. But I think that the problem is that, And guess what? Guess what? Once I get in the environment that I want without him knowing my address, things are really going to take off because now that I won't have that threat pointed at me, I can go beyond just surviving in the trenches. Because right now I've been surviving in the trenches, to be honest with you. And it's been okay. But, now that I see he can get worse because he'll come by my house. He's driving past the house because now he's really obsessed. And, even more obsessed than he was previously. So when I get out of this environment and when I get out from underneath this crazy landlord, things are going to grow. I'll have time to do my extra projects. The house that I'm moving in has like a Bombay pantry. I have a beautiful pantry. I also have a beautiful altar room in my new house. It is gorgeous. I will have plenty of room for herbs, plenty of room to set up my, because I'm going to be making my own essential oils. Yes, I am, you guys. It's going to be fun. I'm going to have those, there's a really pretty essential oil maker that they sell. It's only like $100, but I'm going to have herbs back there. I'm going to have big herbs, just big herbs, just big herbs. Okay. Stocked with herbs. And I'm going to be making essential oils. I'm going to be making potions and stuff and all kind of stuff. And, just, it's going to be amazing. It is, you know what I'm saying? And doing spiritual work. So my business and everything about myself is going to expand just begin. And I looked at him, he said, baby, you're not going to tell me where you moving to, baby? I said, sure I will. No, man. Hey, listen, women, if you are moving and you got anybody that you need to cut off, and this is for anybody that's moving. If you are moving and you got anybody that you need to cut off, do not tell that person where you moving to. That is the perfect time to escape. Okay. That just did. And I looked at him. You know how abused women be in relationships with abusers and they just be trying to make them happy or satisfy them so they ain't got to deal with their stupidity. Yes, And so I was like sitting here talking to him and I was like, yeah, baby, I'm going to tell you where I'm moving to, baby. I was thinking about my head. You are not going to know. What am I going to do the day that I move? Well, this is what I usually do. I always do a little bit of cleaning, wipe stuff down. The day that I move in, I always wash the floors when I move in and bless the house. Do some unpacking and probably sit down, relax, and eat dinner. He gonna follow the U-Haul. No, he not. You know what? That's why I need to go see a judge today. I think we need to go and get him locked up. No, trust me. Trust me. He won't. It'll be okay, LaToya. I already got a plan for that. Don't worry about that. It's gonna be okay. He probably is gonna try to drive by here to see if he can see a U-Haul that will give him some kind of, resonance of when I'm moving. But guess what? I know how to distract my enemies. So while I'm moving, trust me, he'll be distracted. I ain't moving at no 4 a.m. No, I don't have to move 4 a.m. No, not going to do. Well, 4 a.m. is really technically just early in the morning. He's usually up at 4 a.m. Trust me, I got this. Don't worry. He can know that it's a U-Haul. He'll see it outside the house. But while I'm actually moving, he won't be able to trail me. He's going to be perfectly distracted. Watch. And I ain't got to call nobody to your house. I ain't got to send people to your house. I'll just send my spirits. Get a decoy U-Haul. Stop. No, he's never going to know where I live, though. One day he came over here, y'all, and he was arguing with the black sector. And I swear to God, he had called into one of the black sector shows. He actually took his ornery butt outside and was yelling and screaming, walking up and down my street, arguing with his boyfriend Lamar. So, and he doesn't respect this neighborhood or me anyway. So imagine when I get into a nice neighborhood and he come over there and do something like that. Dude, you are not welcome at all. He don't want nobody being loud like that in front of his house. And he was like, I'm gonna quit yelling and stuff in front of y'all. So I'm sorry about that. I was like, this people do it all the time in this neighborhood. People do it all the time. You not all the time. Like right now, it's pretty quiet, but you can hear my neighbors and stuff sometimes arguing and stuff. So, but honey, I'm moving out of this neighborhood and you're not welcome in my house either. Remember he tried, y'all remember when he fronted on me publicly and acted like I was trash or something and I wasn't welcome in his neighborhood? He was like, oh, she would never come to my house because well, that has something to do with probably the women that he's involved with. But it's like, first of all, your house is raggedy anyway. It's not, it's a house. I've had houses just as nice. Okay. So, if you have a problem, to be honest with you, the only thing wrong with this house over here is the damn landlord because he don't know how to fix and take care of stuff. Okay, so that's the number one problem over here. Other than that, I don't, your idea of what's nice is probably going to be different from what my ideal of nice is. But, I feel like you're not good enough to come to my house either. And to be honest with you, that's why you weren't invited the first 3 years. Because even though this ain't a brand new 175 or 200, $300,000 home, I still live here and I'm a valuable person that is very peaceful. And I may not have manifested that home that I want yet, but I'm working on it. So the home that I want is coming. And that's why you going in so hard because you know that I'm manifesting everything that I want. And I'm not going to allow you to try to stop me or stress me out. And I'm not stressed out right now. I'm just saying, honey, you're a liar. And you know what? This is stalking. And he needs to quit doing that. And I did see some people in his chat room like letting him know, like, hey, dude, you are crappy. You know what? If y'all choose to watch him, just flag him. Just flag him because as you guys can see, I'm not gonna come on here doing it. He tries to diss people and like bring people's energy down or make people look bad in a cunning and clever way. And it's like, dude, you just a liar. But he's been a liar. He admitted that he was the one that up that lie about old girl back in Kansas City. So he's a liar. Like we all knew he was a liar. So you can't believe nothing that he says. I think it's a mental problem. And I'm not going to invite no mentally ill people to my house. Because, guys, regardless to what storytelling he does over there, I am moving. I'm not being kicked out. I am moving. Okay. And my landlord is very unscrupulous. I do believe possibly somebody in the black sector called my landlord, but guess what? My landlord don't have a case against me because all of his rent was paid. Okay, all of it. All of it is paid. And then plus he's in violation. Now, I did sense that one of these folios was trying to do something to make me not show up to a court date. It may have been the landlord. I told y'all that y'all landlord and more people than you think light candles and do candle magic. More people than you think. So, honey, baby, I sent that back. I got a honey jar over here. I've been bathing in galangal, bathing in it and chewing galangal. So I've been doing my spiritual work. I bathe in low john and high john root. I have John the Conqueror route. I got everything that you need to not only if you suing somebody, because the landlord gonna get destroyed in court. The landlord was kicked off of the housing program. So you never know. This dude might be acquainted with the landlord. You never know. Because it seemed like everything that's happening to my landlord, he's saying is happening to me. They put this unit in abatement because of the mold. They gave him 3 days to address it and fix it. He didn't do it. They quickly abated the unit. So, I'm not getting kicked off of it, even though I'm leaving it. My landlord is, though, because y'all know that this is the second or third time that this unit has been in abatement. This is like the second or third time. First, remember remember y'all been, man, see everybody that's been here for it, because I've came on here and talked about it publicly. This is the third time that the housing has, and I bet you he got kicked off of it. They're no longer accepting it. They actually sent me a letter saying that they ain't paying nothing. And I think they probably did, because I think that if a landlord has too many violations, they'll kick them off. I'm not in violation of anything. Okay, I haven't broken any of anybody's rules. I'm cool. Okay, so but over here in Georgia, they take a class or something if they want to get back on it. They sure do. They make them take like a class or something. So I don't know. I can see him getting kicked off of it because he is very, very careless with repairs. He tries to do all of the repairs himself. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's not a good repairman. You should not be doing, like, he tries to do everything, and it's like, dude, call a plumber. Now, what you can do as a tenant, if a landlord is doing that, if he refuses to fix stuff, especially over here in Georgia, you can pay for the work to get done, and you hold that portion out of your rent. If I wanted to fix, I could have fixed that toilet. I could have paid a plumber probably 150, probably no more than $200 to get a toilet installed. I could have done that and withheld it from the rent. Are not always in control and in power. As a tenant, you have power too. Now, if I were actually in violation of my lease agreement, but the fact that the landlord signs the agreement that he agrees that he will make repairs in a timely manner means that he's in violation. So that's null and void. You know what happens in eviction court? Can I tell y'all what happens in eviction court? Because I do have a court date coming up. The judge is going to ask you, do you have proof that you paid the rent, and do you have your rent? Okay, you already plan to move. When are you moving? Okay, well, fine. Just make sure that you're out by that date. That's all that's going to happen. This dude run around here telling people she going to get kicked out and da-da-da. And it's, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. Never will I ever, I put this on everything I love, will I ever hook up with that dude again? Because, guys, when I'm done with somebody, I'm donezo. My spirits will do that. And it took them a minute. It took them a minute. Okay. It did. Because sometimes you just got to learn the lesson. It's like you're too negative. And then plus I planned on cutting him off anyway when I move, because it's not going to work, because he's going to bug me about coming over to my house. And eventually he's going to figure out that I'm not going to give him my address. So, and we all know he's going to be looking it up. He's going to be trying to find me and stuff. Mm-mm-mm. feel, you know what I see in Michael Moore's future? Jail. I see jail in his future. Did y'all know that the sheriff that lives down the street pulled him over for doing about 75 miles over here on my neighborhood? Did y'all know that? I never shared that with y'all. So I know that he is, and he needs to, because he can't handle liquor. He can't handle marijuana. So he really needs to just go somewhere and maybe dry out and get some mental help. I believe that medication is needed. And somebody like that, like I've been dealing with him for 4 years, right? And for the past 4 years, I have consistently had to do cleanses and core cuttings on myself, even before I met up with him. Now, I weakened him a whole lot. I weakened him. He thought that he was weakening me. I actually weakened him because, guys, I was getting all kind of anxiety, heart palpitations because of the stress that he was causing online. It was horrible, especially being that he used my ex frenemies against me. So he's a pretty horrible person. No woman should ever trust him. I think I'm gonna order that movie Twins tonight, y'all. Or not order it. I can actually just watch it because I already have it. Y'all remember that lady that came over there and was like, "Excuse me, do not trust this man. Do not loan him money. Do not sleep with him." It was so hilarious, but I got to watch my movie tonight because that's how he is. And, you know, I'm pretty sure that everybody has enough sense not to, but, you know, Jamila can sometimes be a little bit gullible and think, okay, maybe I can help this person because I'm a kind person. If I couldn't help him, nobody can help him. Do y'all understand me? Because I'm a very strong woman. I have a very powerful effect over the men that I deal with. So you already know it ain't worth it to mess with them. What you want is not going to make me jealous. I would love for another woman to come and give him some attention. Clearly, that's another thing. Ain't no other women giving him attention, evidently. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go get me some coffee and some cigarettes. And I'm going to come back and do readings. Okay. I just wanted to come and get this off my chest a little bit beforehand because, you know, I don't like it. And I'm going to see where spirit carries me with that because I don't want to be on YouTube with this weirdo talking about me every day. I really don't. I've never liked him. I'm just going to keep it real with you. I've never liked him ever. And he probably going to have to go to jail. That's what I think is going to have to happen to him. Okay, because that is considered stalking, and now I can really put him in jail. You know that because me and him had a sexual involvement. Do y'all know that because me and him used to have a sexual involvement? Did y'all know that I could definitely go and get a restraining order against him? I could absolutely go get it. Like maybe previously I couldn't, but now, oh yeah, he's weird. He's weird. The law protects women against that. And so the social media thing, restraining orders include social media. And he's out in the open using his own voice. He don't even have enough sense to have somebody else do his dirty work. So, you know, it's like, yeah, now I kind of got you trapped. I don't know, you guys. So we'll deal with that because I don't want, it's not so much that he distracts me, but I don't want him distracting other people. Like, anyway, guys, my new house. Okay, let me talk about my new house. My altar room is so spacious and it's got like like it's got like opening, it's like French doors. It has French doors, you guys. Okay. So it is gonna be a really, really nice altar room. Then it's got like built-in shelves. It's so pretty, you guys. It's so pretty. So when I move out of here, and my son is the same way, it's almost like, because my son is like, when we move out of here, because it's so stressful, it's like you never know what's going to happen. And when he came by here the other day, my son was mad. He was like, my son was probably ready to go out there and clock him. When he showed up at my house, and trust me, he'll explode again. He'll explode in that manner again. And you know what happened? He said that I looked like the devil when he looked up at me. No, let me tell you what happened. I had just told him to leave me alone. I said, you're a bugaboo. You don't have nothing else to do with your time. Leave me alone. No, I don't want to have sex with you. No, I don't want to see you. He comes by my house. I go to the window. I say, I just told you to leave me alone. If you don't leave, I'm calling the police. That's what devil he's talking about. And you know what? It's disgusting what he's doing. So he's still stalking and harassing me online. And I'm glad that all this happened though, because it's like he's begging to go to jail. It's like he wants to go to jail or something. And he is very institutionalized in his mind, come to think of it, because one day he said I could go and do a year in jail. I was like, are you serious? Yeah, he is like, I don't know why. I guess it must be fun listening to criminals online. I don't listen to it. He just looks like he sounds like a slimy slug right now. And yes, I did do the drag me to hell enemy hats on him. But somebody was telling me that the only way to get rid of a narc is by using the police against them, restraining orders and things like that. Because a restraining order, basically, he wouldn't know how to deal with that. I believe that a restraining order would work on him, unless he gets kicked out of his house, which I believe is happening to him. You know what I truly believe? I believe dude is getting kicked out of his house. That's what I kind of think is going on, because he's way too miserable. You're supposed to have this beautiful home and all these beautiful cars, and you're happy, but you're online attacking me. And he didn't ever have that to begin with, which was why he was online attacking me all those years. He has nothing. He don't even have a lease agreement. So I'm just telling y'all what I know, and he needs to go to jail, is what I believe, because he's been doing it for 4 years. I know how many people would feel better knowing that Michael Moore is in jail. How many people would feel better knowing that he's in jail and knowing that he can't make videos about you or use the internet or use electronic harassment on you? How many of y'all feel that? Because when they're in jail, they can't use the internet. They can't use the internet when they're in jail. So that's what I think would be best for him for a little while. It wouldn't be the first time that I've been involved with somebody that, women, I mean, what else is out there? A lot of women have been involved with crazy men. We've all had our experiences with the cray cray. So I don't know what he gonna do. Hold on, y'all, I got me. Okay, guys, I gotta go get me coffee And I'm not sure. I just know I'm going to get me some coffee and some cigarettes to come back here and get readings done for the day. So today's going to be a very productive day for me. I'm going to be getting readings done today. And guys, this cleanse, I woke up this morning feeling so good. Like, you know what? I had forgot that I needed to do a cleanse on myself so if you unload or get rid of a loser man like that, get you a cleanse. I woke up this morning feeling amazing. I did. I felt so good. A lot of that stuff that was clouding my thoughts and clouding my head and stuff, a lot of that stuff was gone when I woke up this morning. I was like, oh man. But that's the kind of feedback that I do get from my clients about the cleanses. Because I actually start working on your crown chakra first, is what I do. So, anyway, the one thing that I can tell you is that when you are getting a cleanse, sometimes it can make your back kind of hurt a little bit, but that's only because your kundalini. Okay, because when I got up this morning, I felt wonderful. And then, so yeah, the cleanse is still going. It is what it is, but my back was kind of a little stiff, but it ain't anymore now. I'm cool now. So get a cleanse and get any of their stuff out of your house. Any personal items of theirs, throw them out in the garbage. Any gifts that they gave you, throw it out in the garbage. You know, I don't like liars. Y'all, that's the one thing I can't deal with is a liar. Because they, usually when somebody is lying a lot, that means that they're either possessed by a demon or either they crazy. So I'm just saying, for me, I don't listen to it. And if he would stop making videos, trust me, I would not miss it. I'm sure a lot of the haters would miss it, but y'all need to find something else better to do with y'all time too. He's helping y'all be losers like him. He's helping all you people that sit up there and listen to that crap all the time be losers. Anyway, I might try to get the sound bite. I'm sure he's going to take down his show. I'm sure he's going to take it down by the time I get the time to do it. But, he should be proven as a liar. He should, so that people won't, you can listen to him. He can keep lying all he wants, but he looks like a freaking retard is what he looks like. He looks, I don't want to say retard, but he just looks stupid to me. I could prove him in a lie right now today. And you know what? I think I am. I think even if he takes it down, I'm still going to upload something. I'm not going to do it to here. I don't know. I may do it on, you know what I think I'm going to do it on? I think I'm going to do it on Instagram. It's because I'm not doing any more like response videos on YouTube. This is a good enough response for it. And what I can tell you, if you keep throwing dirt at my business and putting dirt on my name, I will put you in jail for stalking and harassing. And it would be official this time because, I've met you. So now you're an official weirdo. Okay, he's made it official. All right, y'all. I will see y'all later. I gotta go. My phone is charged up good enough. So I'll be back a little bit later with readings. Okay. I'll see y'all later. Okay. Y'all pray for me. Just pray for me that this dude leaves me alone. Because not only does he harass me and attack me online, he spiritually harasses me too because he cannot stop thinking about me. He thinks about me nonstop, constantly, and I did not do an obsession spell on him. I don't know who did. He's obsessed, okay? So he need to be roasted off of YouTube, but he just won't do it. Okay, y'all. Ooh, I gotta go. I got people to follow it with. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Okay, love and light.